All right, hey, we live, man. Man, we are live in effect. We on YouTube, 401 Sports World Network on YouTube. I want to welcome everybody there. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and share because sharing is caring. We can be found here on 411 Sports World Network on YouTube. Man, February 27th. Man, the year is moving along, man. Black History Month, too. And this year is moving along well. But as you can see, got some gentlemen in the building. It's gonna be more too. And by the way, the link is right there in the comment section. It's also on the stream live. So if you ever want to join in and comment and all that good stuff, you can. LT right below me on the screen. LT, what's going on?
How you doing, brother?
Hey
Thanks for the
man,
opportunity.
always, man, and thank you for participating as much as you do and all the support that you give to Former Sports World and everybody that you're in connection with. Man, IMG Academy, man, everything rolling good down there.
Hey, man, I have no complaints, brother. We're getting ready to tune up for nationals in a few weeks, so we rocking and rolling, brother.
Very good, very good. All right. To his left, if you go diagonally from me, uh, Keith Morgan, PT with grit, and so many other things going on. This man right here is making things happen, man, in the community, man. So PT with grit, man. I'm glad you was able to have the time to be on, man. What's good with you?
Everything, man. No complaints. Enjoying life. Working hard. Not taking any time off. Just keep pushing. That's it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is what we do.
Losing is not what we do. That's right.
All right. All right. Right above him is Hot Tub Tony,
What's happening?
King of Controversy. Hot Tub Tony, what's up?
The one and only hot tub Tony. You know I couldn't let this one pass, bro. I had to put my 2 cents in on this.
Hey man, hey, you quiet as kept, man. You co-producer on this episode, man. You know,
Yep,
you got your Tyler Perry on, man. With this one, you wrote
tried
this
to,
one.
bro. Tried to.
All right. Hey y'all. Today we are talking about um black businesses, pros and cons. We're gonna even dive into some actual businesses and people who give a shout out about their business. So if you are out there, feel free to shout out about your business. We're gonna get into that discussion and roll from there. So let's go ahead and get the party started. Gentlemen, and Hot, so you can kick us off with about black business. What is your thoughts on it? You know, how you feel it's rolling, and just propose anything you want to propose to the group.
Well, this episode kind of came about from the Sunday show 2 weeks ago, and we were highlighting a couple of black businesses, and uh, I saw on YouTube and on Instagram that people was talking about doing this big boycott of Target and a lot of other stores today, and that's whatever. But what are you gonna do tomorrow? So you boycott it today, you still got to shop with them folks tomorrow. Well, I propose a different alternative, and it's changing the mentality of Black America, changing your whole lifestyle, as opposed to just boycott, boycott, boycott. Just switch over and start buying with your own people. And a lot of excuses came out after the fact. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's too expensive. Oh, they don't have this. They don't have that." Black businesses make everything you need,
Mm.
and whatever you want, chances are it's a black business that makes it. And I mean everything. And one resource that you could use to find a lot of these products is We Buy Black. And that's where I started my journey at. I was listening to John Henry Clark was talking about buying the importance of buying from your own and supporting your own. He said if you can't start, you don't know where to start with your underwear. And it was funny when I heard it until I thought about it. I said, well, let me look and see if there any black owned underwear company. And it was. One in particular that I frequented, this the one that I chose right here in Atlanta, Georgia, is Champ Boxers. Champ Boxers was started by Jawad Salim and make quality underwear, man. To the
Wow.
point, and I bought a pack. They were $15. I said, I like these. They held up pretty good over the years. Bought another pack, then another pack, to the point where that's where all my socks, t-shirts, and drawers come from. And that was my start. I said, okay, well, we off to a good start. And that was my intro into buying black. Come to find out, his father owns True Laundry Detergent. And True Laundry Detergent, they make, just like the name said, they make soap and laundry detergent. So it's father son black owned businesses. Champ Boxers is champboxer.com. And True Laundry Detergent is truelaundry.com. And I think both of those businesses can be found on the website webuyBlack.com. That's a good resource to start with if you're looking for black owned products, because that's a real complete list of every a lot of black owned products. It's not every black owned product, but it's a lot of them. So that's a good place for you to get. That was a good jumping off point to for me. And now it's to the point for me myself. Before I leave the house every day, I have on at least 3 pieces of clothing that are black, that come from black owned companies. My laundry detergent comes from a black owned company. My toilet paper comes from a black owned company. That's Freedom Papers. Freedom Papers, they've been around for a while. And in the case of True Laundry and Freedom Papers, they really took off during the pandemic. When everything went to lockdown and the shelves were empty, they had product and they were able to thrive and grow through the pandemic. Also, another company that thrived and grew through the pandemic was Good Food. Good Food product. Good Food is a company out of Chicago. They make canned goods and baby formula. They got a real interesting story. If you ever get a chance, check them out on Instagram. Good Food, GOODE Food. That's their Instagram page, and that's also the website, goodfood.com. They can be found not just online, but in every major, well, not every major, most major grocery store chains. You can buy them online. You can buy them in store. They in Walmart, Kroger's, Target. I want to say they're in Aldi's, but they got a complete list. And check out their website too. So these are just a couple of good resources for you to get your start on with. Like I tell people, you ain't no excuse not to buy from your own. The Asians buy from their own. The Hispanics buy from their own. Of course, white people buy from their own. They most of the stores that they own. And I think that's a good example for us to follow. So with that being said, we got some brothers that are black-owned business entrepreneurs themselves, and I'd like for you to introduce themselves. Gentlemen, either one of y'all.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
My name is Lamont Thomas. I'm the owner of Ash and Smoke Cigars. We're a supplier of infused Dominican hand rolled cigars, and we offer 18 different flavors and about 5 non-infused cigars. So we started in 2022, and business has been rolling ever since. So we've been getting a lot of support from the black-owned businesses and the black-owned community, and business has been growing pretty well. So we're small currently, but we have been growing year over year.
How did you get started in that?
Well, I had an interest in cigars for quite some time. So um, I went to the Dominican Republic back in 2015 for my brother's wedding, and I had an opportunity to connect with a grower while I was there, and his product was very good. It was a lot better than I'd expected to be, and because of the quality of the tobacco, um, I said, okay. So I wasn't ready at that time to really go full go because of all of the paperwork that took place and everything that it took to get business going in the tobacco industry, which was quite difficult. Um, I said, okay, let me take this time to learn everything I need to learn to start this business within the state of Florida and nationwide. And so I also needed to do my research because I met this gentleman on a tour, and he was hand rolling cigars in the midst of the tour. Tried the cigars, one of the best hand rolled vanilla cigars I'd ever had. Now, I wasn't into infused cigars at all. That just wasn't my thing. I tried that one vanilla cigar. I ordered two bundles right there on the spot and said, all right, let's get to work. And so it took me 7 years to get everything where I needed it. But now we roll.
And if anybody know about cigars, the Dominicans, they make some of the best cigars.
Yeah, yeah, they do. The company I work with, um, they use Dominican, Piloto Cubans, Cuban seed, Honduras, Ecuadorian, and Connecticut tobaccos. So we only use premium tobacco. I don't use bits and pieces rolled up. It's called ash and smoke for a reason. You're gonna get a nice long ash on it. You're gonna have some premium tobacco, a good quality tobacco with really good flavor. So some people tell me, well, I'm not into infused cigars or flavored cigars. Yeah, neither was I until you find a premium cigar that tastes good. Um, you like Hennessy, you like different types of yak, you like different types of vodka because of the flavor that it brings about in that cigar or in that liquor. So there's a lot of different cigars that are not infused. Some have a woodsy taste, some have a spicy taste, some have an earthy taste to it. Um, if you're a coffee drinker, I have a caramel, I have a milk cream, I have an espresso cafe type cigar. If you're into, was it Crown Peach? I have one of the best peach cigars on the planet. Okay. If you're a new smoker, I have a banana cigar that is amazing. Vanilla, amazing. Chocolate, amaretto. Then you want to get into the liquor. I have a white Hennessy cigar. I have a vanilla cognac, a tequila cognac, Jack Daniels. So we have a wide array of cigars that we offer um, for different palates.
Hey man, you speaking my language. See, I drink, and ain't nothing like drinking a nice glass of yak, nice shot of yak with a good cigar, man. So I'm gonna be tapping in with you most definitely.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I can't wait. That's a good intro for people who will want to get into cigars and not they can't take that tobacco overpowering tobacco taste too tough. That's a
Hmm.
real good intro to get into it from to the flavor cigars.
Right. So my wife, she's not a smoker whatsoever, and so she tried the mango cigar and put a lot of her sorors on to the mango cigar, and now they just can't get enough. And so our cigars are actually in a few lounges here in the state of Florida and as well as the state of New Jersey. So it's getting out there, it's growing, and people that ladies want to go with their man to the lounge.
Hmm.
Okay, a lot of women are getting into hookahs. Well, this is kind of sort of in that line where it'll give you the flavor, but it'll give you good tobacco, and it'll allow you to spend time with your man at the same time.
That's a dope way to put it, man. I ain't never really think about that. That's a good date night for a couple right there too.
Yeah.
That's real dope, man. So hey, we appreciate you coming on and plug your brand one more time.
Ash and Smoke Cigars.
Ash and
Five
Smoke
one
Cigar.
eight 518 Cigar. 518-61 Cigar.
You got a
That's our phone
website?
number. AshandSmokeCigars.com.
There it is. So yeah, I encourage any of our smokers, any of our cigar smokers, hey man, check them out. Ash and Smoke Cigars. It's black owned company, Dominican cigars, so you know you're getting quality. So if you're in the market for it, hey man, or you just want to just start into the lifestyle, because that cigar, smoking cigars is a lifestyle. You want to get in it,
Absolutely.
your starting point right here. And that lead us to our next guest. That'll roll us into our next guest, Mr. Keith Morgan. Tell them about your business, sir. Keith, you
Like
with
big.
us? There we
Yeah,
go.
you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I was speaking with the PT with Grit. It's my passion. It doesn't really feel like work to me because I get so much pleasure in what I do. I started the business on paper about 3 years ago, but I've been doing this all of my life. I mainly focus on weight loss and what have you. 80% of my clients, of course, this time are females. But I love it, man. I love it. I love seeing people change their lives and being able to tackle things that they just never thought they'll be able to tackle. So when I say I'm stuck with it, again, like I said, it doesn't feel like work to me. I really, really love what I do. I really do. So my biggest thing, like I said, I'm a life changer. I try to teach people, hey, we didn't get this way overnight. So understand that we're not going to get rid of it overnight. It's going to take some time. But, you work with me, I work with you, and I've been blessed, man. I have some of the best clients. I mean, you wouldn't even imagine, bro, how hard these people work for me. And I'm thankful. I'm so thankful, man. Yeah.
Now, what city you primarily working out of now?
Making, primarily in making as far as me one-on-one. I do have a fitness app out. I'm also setting up an online business, but I'm also a roofing contractor during the day because my first client is like 5 a.m. in the morning. I have like 3 clients in the morning, then I have like 2 or 3 that evening, so I roof during the day. But mainly my personal training is in Macon, Georgia. But like I said, I have an online business. I have my own personal fitness app that I got to push a little bit harder on. But yeah, I'm all over the place, man. My goal is to just be in everybody's home, promoting just good living, clean eating, that kind of life.
Hey, man, I might, if you was closer, I'd tap in with you because I done put on some weight and I need to get it up off of me. But if you in the Macon area and you looking for a personal trainer, hey, tap in with the brother and really, saying get behind this business and let him get you straight. Get
Hey,
you
now
stroll
listen.
on.
Hey, listen. I go virtual too now. I go virtual. Virtual. I mean, I can sit there and we can do it via, virtual if you're serious. But I got you. Trust me. We'll talk afterwards.
Say
Because a
less.
lot of times it's not what people think, man. My job is to get people to come in. Once they come in the door, if they just come to the door, and whether that's through the phone or through the gym, I'm gonna take it from there. Because it's not easy. It's not easy. I've been there. I know what it feels like to hurt and trying to get that last rep. So I said, I got you. I got you. I got you.
That's what's up. And plug your business one more time, man. Put all your information. I know it's on the screen, but hit them with
I
it from your point.
www.ptwithgrit.com. You can reach me there. You can reach me on Facebook, Keith Morgan. You'll see some of my clients there as well. Again, like you said, the website is there. Hey, I'm here for you guys. Like I say www.ptwithgrit.com.
That's dope. That's dope. Hey, man, we appreciate you coming on the show. We welcome you to hang out. But we got a couple of guys on here. We still waiting on
There's a
some
big
of our
Dre here.
brothers. Is he in?
Yeah, it was good.
Big Dre. This gentleman right here, I personally know. I personally shot with him before. I'm a firearms guy. And one thing that I was looking for when I came into the 2A community was black-owned manufacturers. Now, I found a black-owned range here in the Atlanta area. That's ATL Gun Club for all those. They're out of Swanee, Georgia. But I never knew that black people were not only manufacturing firearms, but some of the best firearms on the market. And this brother right here is not just my brother because he's black. That's my brother. If you
Yeah.
know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Made one of the, not just one line of the best rifles, but what, 3 different lines of rifles now? Is it 5?
the Nubis, the Ankh, the Flail, the Panther, and the TB-86. So 5.
5 different rifles to choose from. I'm talking about a black-owned gun manufacturer. One, the only Big Dre 357. That's my homie, and he represents. Well, I'm gonna let him tell it. Tell him about your company, Big Dre.
Man, I started Oil Armament in 2022, and it's kind of took off from there, man. I've been sponsoring a regular meetup since I started my company. My whole goal was to build a firearm that was not only quality but affordable. But at the same time, I wanted the other manufacturers out there that didn't look like me to put some respect on my name.
Man.
So I wanted to build some monsters, you know what I'm saying? So like what I say my baseline rifle is mil spec. Everybody calls like a mil spec plus because there's not really anything mil spec about it. It's all quality parts. You know,
Tell
being
him
a
about your tell him about your new line that you just got covered out. You
yeah,
got
the
that.
Ankh and the Flail, those are the new ones.
Oh
The
yeah.
Ankh is a backpack gun. That bad boy is tiny, so it'll fit in the backpack. It comes in a bundle where you get the firearm, a Vertex Gamut, an IFAC from Noir Tactical, which is a black-owned business as well. You also get an optic on there as well, and then you got the Flail, which is my version of the Honey Badger, but more useful.
We talking top tier firearms. I
Yeah.
know for a fact.
That brother there, Coy, he's got about 3 or 4 of my guns, so he can tell you firsthand.
And shout out to Coy. Coy is one of the first people that I knew that has. I think he's the only person that I know that has a firearm from damn near every black gun manufacturer in the game right now.
That's facts.
When
That is
we
100%
say
facts.
Coy supports his people, he really do support his people. But
Yeah,
Big
but
go ahead, Dre.
it's different being out here in this industry, being a black man, because they don't really respect you. And you don't get the support that you think you would get from your own people.
Man.
So it's kind of funny how that works because people, you'll have people, they'll go out and they'll buy, Daniels and all this other stuff, pay $2,000-$3,000 for it. And then they'll come to you and be like, will you do this modification or this upgrade? Like, for real? No, go ask them to do it. You know what I'm saying? Why are you gonna buy somebody else's product and then ask me to upgrade it? You should just buy mine. You wouldn't have to worry about upgrading
Yes, that's facts.
it.
That's facts. Dre is just one of many black gun manufacturers. We also got Surplus Army, Red Phoenix Defense.
Man, Red Phoenix makes some monsters too.
Yes, he does. Down in Alabama. Big Dre out of Tennessee, and
what's the guy in Texas that makes the 2011s?
Ooh, is it Legion Precision? Yeah, Legion Precision.
Yeah, Legion. Yeah,
Legion Precision. He making some of the best 2011, 1911s on the market right now. So if you a firearms person like I am, like Dre is, Coy, and a lot of other people, hey man, y'all should be shopping with Big Dre. I put my stamp on his firearms.
yeah. I try to build guns that's gonna run good. That you know what I'm saying. People be happy with their purchase. You know what I'm saying. I want you to buy something and not be happy with it. So I wanted to be able to contend with the big boys, but not have to charge that big boy price. I got some that cost a nice little ticket, but if you just want to get started, you can get you an Anubis for about 13 shekels, as they say.
And that's and for those who don't know, first time firearms buy, we're talking about an AR around the 1300 range. Yeah, you can get you something cheaper, but you getting a cheap gun. Big Dre at the price point he got, you getting a quality firearm that can run with any of the major brands at that price point.
Yeah.
And And his new line, the flail and the ankh. Oh my God, fire, fire. Big J, I told you. You know what we already talked. You know what I'm waiting on. Soon as it hit, I'm coming to
Yeah.
see you, bro.
Yeah.
Soon as
Much
it hit,
love
man, I
to you,
got to
man.
have it. And Big Dre also mentioned a regular meetup. A regular meetup is an event that's thrown in the 2A community every year on Juneteenth. Hosted by a regular gun guy, RGG. If you get a chance, check out his channel. Also check out Big Dre channel. He's on YouTube as well. These brothers, you know, if you in the Atlanta area around Juneteenth and you wanna shoot a lot of firearms.
Yeah, it's actually gonna be the weekend before Juneteenth this time.
Oh, it's the weekend before Juneteenth. My bad.
Yeah, they're moving it up this year. And
You hit
if
them
you
up
want
on
to if you want to support the brand, you don't have to just buy one of my guns. If you go to my website, which I see they got it running across the screen at the bottom, that if you buy suppressors, I got a link for Silencer Shop. Use that link, and we still get credit for that sale.
So if you're in the market,
yeah.
if you're in the market for your firearms, y'all definitely hit Big Dre up. Good, solid brother.
I appreciate you, man. You already know, Squirrel.
Already, man. Already.
I appreciate y'all having me on. You know, it's been you don't get to really advertise too much out here, you know, on platforms like this. People don't really invite you on when you look like us. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different, you know, being on this side of the fence. I'm usually the one doing the interview, so
and that's why you hit on something that's why I think it's paramount that we create the opportunities that we want to see. We can't sit back here and wait. I'm gonna say it plainly. This is us and whoever's listening. We can't wait for white folks to give us an opportunity. If they do, if they do, cool. I'm with you. You hell out, and we solid together. But it ain't their job. That is not their job. So we got to create opportunities for one another. And sometimes, hey man, if you in a position, throw that brother alley, even if y'all in the same industry, because I'm not your competition. And that's what we fall into. A lot of times I see is people say, well, I can't give this person an opportunity because then it's cutting into my money. Hey man, the money out there for everybody.
But my thing is, man, it's enough money, like you said, out here for everybody. And I'm not trying to compete with you. I just wanted to put another option out there on the market. All right. So the average firearm owner owns multiple firearms.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? So that's enough money out here for everybody. But we as a people, we got to start learning how to support each other. We don't support each other, man. I get every opportunity I get, I support black business. Today, I bought a set of seats from a brother that was set up at I work for the VA. And so I have vendors set up in my cafe. There was a brother sitting there. He had his stuff out there. He was selling the stuff, whatever. And I bought sheets from him just because I wanted to support him. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta learn how to support each other, man.
And that's what moments like these and shows like these are for. I want to see all the excuses go away. Oh, black business too expensive. Well, I don't know where to find black business. There's no black businesses in our area. I'll tell you one thing.
You just might not know it.
Exactly. That's one thing I've seen after the pandemic. A lot of black business started, and most of them online right now. So that's all your excuses going right there, and their prices are comparable to every other business in their industries. So it's no excuses not to support your own.
Yeah, there's no excuse. Even my carry gun, the gun that I carry every day, is a black-owned company.
What's that company?
Ross Martin.
Ross Martin, yep. And they making waves in the firearm industry for self-defense firearms. I got to
they make some nice stuff, man.
They do.
They stuff runs. It runs heavy. I ain't had no problems out of that phone. I ain't had one jam, one misfeed, nothing.
So you just got a lot of options out there, ladies and gentlemen. We got cigars, we got personal training, we got firearms. Hey man,
So,
when I say black businesses are in everything, we are in everything.
so you're a cigar manufacturer.
Yes.
Oh, I need to chop it up with you.
You definitely.
I need to chop it up with you.
Yeah. So what I've done is I met a guy out of a factory out of the Dominican Republic, Santiago, um, Dominican Republic, and we coordinated. Um, a lot of people are just trying to get into the cigar game, and with that being said, I took the opportunity to take advantage of the industry. Um, I want to provide something that not many people are interested in: a premium cigar with good flavor, multiple good flavors, um, a quality infused stick that will it's infused all the way through with premium tobacco, so it'll give you good flavor and a good smoke.
I'm on your website right now.
Mr. Thomas, but I'm gonna hip you to some game. So Big Dre, me and Big Dre, we on the square. If those that don't know, we Masons. And one thing about the fraternity that I've noticed, and I don't care what lodge I go to, what temple I go to, after a business meeting, them cigars come out.
Yep.
So this is a good plug, Big Dre, a good plug for you to have, man, because you can supply a lot of lodges. They'll keep you in business for a long time, bro.
Well,
So I see
one
here you
thing,
got that Jack Daniels on here. That Jack Daniels infused. Where's that Uncle Nearest at?
well, we haven't gotten to that yet,
Yeah.
because make sure that people, my factory tries to do some things, and if it's not of the quality or the flavor or taste that I think it's at, I'm not gonna put it out there.
I got
So I've asked for an Uncle Nearest. I've asked for a Remy 1784, um, Glenn Levitt. So I've asked for quite a few different things, and we can't get the taste right yet.
Gotcha.
And until we can get the taste right, I'm not gonna put it out there.
Gotcha.
And for those who don't know, Uncle Nearest is the history behind the Uncle Nearest brand. Uncle Nearest is the man who showed Jack Daniels how to make whiskey.
Yep. Taught him how to make it.
That is the secret to the Jack Daniel brand is that it was created by a black man,
Yep.
and he was rid out of history until really a couple of years ago when his I want to say his granddaughter or great granddaughter maybe
Yeah.
one of his descendants actually who knew the history took the same recipe that Jack Daniels been holding on to, and this is supposed to be a super secret, but that's their family recipe, and they started to distill their own liquor. So the Uncle Nearest brand, that's another black-owned brand to check out. That'd be good with a
And it's
cigar.
owned by 7 women.
That'd be good one, Mr. Thomas cigars too.
Yeah, it's owned by 7 women.
7 women, yep.
Sounds like a good guy
And
trip also, man. I've been looking into it. It's actually in Shelby, Tennessee.
Shelbyville.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, we
30
were trying
minutes
to
from
make
my
a point.
house.
Yeah. Oh wow. I need to see you anyway on the game. So yeah, definitely. I'll be in contact with you on that. But it sounds like a good boys trip, man. Seriously.
I want to say they just hit a milestone. They the first black-owned liquor company to go public.
Yep.
Hmm. Okay.
So shout out to them. They winning all kind of awards in the liquor game right now, man. They are killing it.
Yeah. Yeah, they are definitely good people, man. Me and my wife, we go there. We went there and checked them out, did the tour. That's about the only alcohol that I drink. That
I've,
and
go ahead.
Douce.
It do say black on.
Jay-Z.
Does he own it? Own it?
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he
Okay.
ain't just got his name on it. He own it.
Okay, that's another option. That's one thing I've seen the rappers. A lot of the rappers diversify into the liquor business, and you know, regardless how I've heard people try to dismiss that. No, I don't. If they make a product, they make great products, and people want it. We got to get out of that's another mindset that people try to put on us. Oh, you shouldn't be into this business. No, we should have black people in any business that we consume. And
Yep.
we consume alcohol, so we should be in the alcohol business. You know, one thing I've noticed is that a lot of people try to relegate us to hair care and skin products, and then they'll say, "Oh, well, the black people don't make this." Yes, we do. One other brand that I want to highlight, they're not here, but I'm real passionate about this brand. It's the Saya brand of shoes. I've mentioned them before on this network. It's Saya, SIA, and that stands for Somewhere in America. But their website is Saya Collective, and they're also on Instagram as Saya Collective. They make high end tennis shoes, and I'm a sneakerhead. You know, I've owned dozens and dozens of Jordans in the past, and I got put on the Saya around about 2020. I didn't buy my first pair, and I saw them there. I liked their shoes, but I was like, I ain't too sold on them. I bought my first pair last year. Bought it, wore them, liked them, got a lot of compliments on it. Bought another pair, then another pair. Now I'm sitting 12 pair deep into the game right now, and I got a pair in the cart right now. So you wear these out, nobody gonna have the same shoe that you have on. Trust and believe that. But a lot of your high end designers that are coming out with these high end shoes that our kids are going after right now, they're copying him. Balenciaga, uh, New Balance, all the new lines of New Balances that they wear, that the kids wearing now, they're copying his design. Even the likes of Kanye. Kanye makes the first. He was the first out the gate with the foam shoes. But Saya been making the foam shoes around the same time, so we don't know which one came first. And the dope thing about that brand was that when Kyrie Irving stepped away from Nike, that was the first brand he went into talks with, was
Okay.
Saya brand. They couldn't come to an agreement because Kyrie wanted to make his own shoe aside from everybody else. So he didn't want to do a licensing deal. But the brother Devin Carter, who's the CEO, he actually put Kyrie Irving in contact with his manufacturer, and so they went into that kind of business together. So you know that's one of the brands that I rock a lot. And as you see it, it's on the screen right there. That's Saya Collective.
Oh, them kind of clean.
Oh yeah, them
They
ain't
look
even the freshest
comfortable.
ones, bro. Them ain't, trust and believe, they made the freshest ones. His
Yeah,
clothes
they
kind
look
of out there. I'm not feeling the clothes, but I'm older, so his clothes set up for a younger demographic. But his shoes, I love
You got them old people feet.
them. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I got the young people. I got the young people feet and the old people style.
Yeah.
Hey man,
But yeah,
that's
man, you
awesome.
got, you know, that's just one. Another manufacturer that I got to put this out there. This brother's story, and he's not on the screen, but I felt it necessary to kind of touch on his story. Richard Patterson, owner of Tryon Motors, Tryon Supercars. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
When
yeah, yeah, yeah.
when you talk about high end black owned businesses, it don't get no higher than this.
Yeah, his cars is what they like $1 million or something, ain't they?
$1 million for the car. I know a lot of folks out there probably say, "Oh, that's crazy, $1 million for a car." He's going head up with Bugattis. A
Yep.
lot of people don't know the history behind Richard Patterson. Richard Patterson started off with Ford Motor Company up in Detroit.
Yep. Sure did.
And that part he parlayed that into after he left Ford Motor Company, he went to what was then Chrysler, what's now Stellantis, but back then it was Daimler Chrysler. He owns the patent on the fold and go seats on the Dodge Caravan. That was his creation. He also worked for Boeing on the 737s, the landing gear for the 737. This brother owns the patents on them. From there, after he left Lockheed Martin, no, I'm sorry, Boeing. After he left Boeing, he went to work for Tesla. He made the Tesla Model S. That was their most successful car up until the Model X. That whole line of Teslas is based off him. Rich Patterson is one of the only people, he's one of 3 people in the whole world, that can build a car from start to finish. Meaning without a car, he designs it, puts it together, source it. He is only 3 people on the planet can do that, and he's one of them. He figured out how to set up the batteries in cars in general. That model, how they got them set up in each one of the wheels, Rich Patterson came up with that. And basically what he did was size the phone batteries. He took the same design of a battery that's inside your phone and scaled it up and stacked them and put them behind each wheel. That's his concept. He was working with Elon Musk at Tesla.
Yeah, he was an engineer at Ford for a long time.
When he was at Tesla, he got into it with one of the chief engineers there. He left the company. They were so behind because they couldn't replicate his designs. They called him back. He said Elon Musk came into his office and asked him why he came back. And he said he gave him an excuse. He didn't want to tell him it was for the money. So he came up with an excuse. He said, I did it because I think I have unfinished business, yada, yada, yada. After he finished telling him that, Elon Musk looked at him in the face and said, if I was you, I wouldn't be working for me. That man said he went into his office that same day and quit to open up Scion Motors. He's so his story is so influential, and he's so plugged with his design. Master P is one of his biggest investors, and his son Romeo. They put up a lot of money behind this company, as well as a lot of other notable black millionaires and a couple of billionaires too, to make this line successful. So
and that's what we're supposed to do, man. We're supposed to support each other. Matter of fact, I just bought a couple of sticks from you, brother.
I appreciate it.
There it is. You already make a sale.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right. Hot tub, man, that
Yes, sir.
great information there, bro. Uh, and definitely love what's going on right now, gentlemen. With the episode, we do have another gentleman in the house. Before we get to those burning questions, because we got a couple questions that I think this panel need to discuss, or topics, if you will. But before we do that, Classy Guy's been working hard to get on, and just want Classy Guy to introduce himself and go from there. So, Classy Guy, you there?
Yes, sir. How's everybody doing tonight, guys?
Doing good, brother.
Doing great. Hey, just kind of introduce myself and who I am. Classic Guy Barbecue. I also have Classic Guy Property Group. Classic Guy Barbecue is a company I started just making my own barbecue sauce. And just doing something I love and had a passion for, and that's cooking and cooking on the grill and getting into competitions, and also to being a part of a world that not many black people was in when I first started to get it. Also, too, as far as Classic Guy Property Groups, We do contracting, we doing sales, and we also do leasing. So that's just kind of who I am, who my company is, and what I'm involved in. And just listen to you guys, man. Y'all are inspiration to me. Just knowing that we got other brothers that have the same mindset. And I like one of the comments. I think I heard one of you guys say that, hey, look, if you're looking up for an opportunity, to from the white guy to open the door for you, man. You got the wrong idea and the wrong mindset of it all, man. It's us. We got to work even harder. And if we're gonna open the door, we don't need to just open it. We got to kick it down when we open it. So that's just kind of what I am. And man, I'm a pleasure to be a part of this group and this platform and on this stage. And yeah, that's kind of who I am, man. So
Mr. Classic Guy, I got a question for you.
yes, sir.
With your property management side of the house, what do
Yes,
y'all
sir.
primarily operate out of?
I operate out of the middle Georgia area, but I have properties all over. It's my properties in the Edison, Georgia, Putnam County area and surrounding counties.
Okay, you ain't too far from. I know exactly where you at.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as your classic guy, as far as your barbecue side of the house, where can they get that product? Is it solely online or you in stores?
No, I'm working on getting in stores. I don't really want to talk about it, but I had a deal going with Target, and yeah, with all this other stuff going on, I bagged out because I'm a bag my people, and I just feel like with me being a God fearing man, that God, He's gonna provide either way with me. So um, there's gonna be other opportunities He's gonna put before me. But the way you can get my product right now, you can just you can go to Facebook and I give you my name. I give you all the information you need. Or I'll be more than happy to give you my email address and you can email me. It's the Classic Guy Group at gmail.net.
Say that one more time. I want to make sure we got it good. Say
Yeah,
it one more time.
it's the Classic Guy Group at gmail.net.
Classic Guy Group at gmail.net.
Yes, sir.
So that's another resource for you right there, ladies and gentlemen. We got barbecue sauce. That's funny that you mentioned that because we got another brother that's in the Atlanta area that I want to plug as a friend of mine. He does barbecue sauce as well. OG $2. He's not here with us today, but he makes us his line is called drip sauce.
Man, that drip sauce so fire.
Bruh.
Man, I ate so many bottles of that stuff.
Right. Well, I would love to meet Mr. Drip Sauce one day, man, because that's a lot of people, that's what they say about me. That the sauce you can just about eat it by itself. You don't need anything to eat it with. Like I say, I didn't when I did it, I didn't put no much thought into it. But when I seen that I had an opportunity there, I said, well, if people like it this much, then other people will buy it from me. But when I was just doing it, I was doing it from the passion of just being in the kitchen. But I seen an opportunity there, and I went forward. But yeah,
And you know what?
I would love to meet Mr. Drip Sauce, and maybe he and I can collaborate on some things, and get together and just see what happens.
I think
Yeah,
y'all.
and I
I'm gonna put y'all in contact with each other because I think y'all can and actually vibe off each other's resources. Because I kind of think even though y'all working in on the same type of product, I think there's opportunity for a collab there.
Yeah,
And it's not.
absolutely.
I said it wrong. It's not. It's not drip sauce. The drip sauce is the name of the sauce.
Okay.
It can be found at Delcore Flavors, and you can
Yeah,
find
Dalco
Delcore
flavor.
Flavors on Instagram.
Okay.
can you
Okay.
say it one more time? Say that one more time.
Delcore DELCOR Flavors on Instagram.
Flavors or flavor?
Flavor.
FLAVA.
Yep, that's it.
Right.
All right.
And I
Look it
now
up.
I also heard someone else also say, that the competition is really no competition. There's money out here for everyone. So
Man,
Yeah.
they ain't make the last dollar when they made when it came out your pocket. They plenty more.
absolutely.
Yeah, one
So
of my live brothers, he makes barbecue sauce as well. He's actually got his in some stores and everything.
we'll plug them.
Wow. There we go.
Plug them. That's what we here for.
Yeah.
Hey, and I got something there for classy guy. This is Mr. 411 talking right here down at the bottom.
Okay.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
do you do you also pull up at events? Do you grill
Yes,
out?
sir. I also do. I do private catering. And I also, yes, I do events as well. Yeah.
We'll be in
Matter of
touch.
fact, the last event that I did with the Red Cross and a health fair was the last event that I did a couple weeks back. So, but yes, kind of what my slogan is, there's no job too small. If it's just you and your wife or you and your spouse or whatever the case may be, I put something together for you guys and just make it really enjoyable for you, there's no job too big. So, but yes, I do catering as well.
Let me
Excellent,
ask you
excellent.
this. Let me ask you this. Do how can you cater large venues?
Absolutely. The largest venue I ever catered was 500 people. So yes, sir, absolutely.
We might have an opportunity for you if you're free. If your schedule is free around Juneteenth, we're gonna
Okay,
talk
yeah.
offline. I'm gonna get your information. We're gonna talk offline because I might be able to plug you into an event.
Okay, yeah, absolutely, man. I would love to.
And
Yeah. LT, you had
Friday,
something? You had something there, LT? Look, LT.
I got Dre cigars. I got tomorrow. Got Dre cigars ready to rock and roll. We boxing them up. We're gonna be putting them on.
All right,
say again,
LT,
LT.
run that back one more time for us, LT.
I said I'm boxing up Dre cigars as we speak. They're gonna be shipped
Wow.
out tomorrow.
Oh, that's what's up. Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
That's a great thing there. LT playing no games, man, and the support, man. Like this is a perfect example today of
Sir.
support, man. Look, these two gentlemen just met today, and businesses just happened there,
Right.
and it's just proof right there. This is living real time proof that we can work together and that people
Right.
are out here that are
Man,
going to support each other and people that have business.
that brother,
And,
he manufactures one of my favorite pastimes. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Yeah.
and excuse me, guys. I don't want to interrupt, but off camera, I would like to get each one of you guys mailing information, and I want to see your ball of sauce as well. You just tell me what you think about
Man, you ain't gotta
Well,
send me
no,
nothing. I'll pay
we
for
give it
mine.
Hey
out.
man,
it.
you
Yeah.
know,
Hey man, I
hey,
love free stuff now. Don't give me.
Oh yeah,
Don't,
absolutely. Because one thing I've understood that once you plant a seed, the seed has to grow. So I don't
yes
mind that.
sir.
I always, and that's not at events and then, with different events or whatever. If I'm slow, I start passing out samples of my barbecue sauce, and I look up and here I am. I got a truck full of people in front of me just by giving out. So that's one thing I do know. The more seeds you plant, your crop is you're going to have a harvest. But yeah, I do want to get each and one of you guys mailing the information so I can get a drive to you tomorrow.
All right.
no
Yes
doubt,
sir.
we get that to you.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Do we need to email you at the classy guy group at gmail.net? Send you all the info there.
Um, I can. What I'll do is I give each one of you guys my office number, my personal number,
Okay.
and then I
Okay.
get it. I get it that way from each one of you guys.
so when we
Okay.
when we go off the live stream, y'all just kind of hang. Everybody on the panel just kind of hang out, and we chop up and change our information once we come off the live.
That'll work. That'll work.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we
Also,
can do that.
before we segment, let me also plug ATL Gun Club. ATL Gun Club is the first black-owned gun range in the Atlanta area, in the Metro Atlanta area. They do firearms training, and They is a dope spot. It's an outside range, one of the few outside. We have a lot of outside ranges, but this was one of the few within the city, within the surrounding areas of the city.
Yeah.
Real dope. And y'all can find them on Instagram, ATL Gun Club.
I have been there personally.
So have I.
Yeah,
It's
I've been there personally. It's a unique setup and it's a dope setup. I love it. I love the way it's laid out.
You'd be
I actually
surprised what
recorded
I've
some
been out
stuff
there.
before.
Casanat was out there, bro.
Who?
Casanat. I know we may not know him, but he's one of the biggest streamers in the world on the Twitch platform.
Okay.
He
Oh,
came out there.
yeah.
He came out there with Black Rambo.
Oh, okay.
And hit up Paul at the owner's Paul. Hit up Paul on ATL Gun Club on Instagram. Uh, Solid brothers. They took care of us. They took care of us when we went out there.
I can call
I like
Paul.
to set up. One of
Hey,
the
Mark.
long range shooting spots in the city as well. That's normally when you want to shoot past 100 yards, you got to go out into the sticks. They within 25 minutes, 30 minutes of the city. So that's if you know Atlanta, that's still fairly close. Not
Yep.
close to me. I'm in the sticks, but they
So
are closer to the sticks. They are closer to the
when we
city.
was there for shooting Q, we left shooting Q. It's so close to the city. We literally left the hotel, which was 6 minutes from the range, and we drove to Atlanta into the city, went to Martin Luther King's childhood home, and walked around downtown, then drove back to Murfreesboro to Nashville area.
See,
That's
that's
how
a real
close it
close
was. It only
proximity
added
right
20 minutes to our trip.
there. That's a real close proximity to the city. So they in a real good spot. But for all your firearms training needs, if you want to take some
Was it
firearm training
Villarica?
with some people that you'll be comfortable with, that look more like you, I suggest you hit them up, man.
And,
Yeah, they
and by the
Rock
way,
Creek, Georgia.
and then also out there, I know Marco. He's trying to get in with us too. And along with Marco, if anybody else want to join us, man, we live. The link is in the comment section. If you go to 41 Sports World Network on YouTube on this live show, the link should be sitting right out there. Anybody that's out there want to join in, feel free to do that. Get with me on it. And we really want to hear what you have out there. Give your shout out to your business, what you're doing. That's what we're here for. Any questions, by the way, too. So Marco, come on and join us. We'll get you in here. All right, gentlemen. While we're here, we want to go through a couple questions. And as until Marco gets on with us, I got a couple burning questions that want to lay out there to the panel. We kind of touched on it, believe it or not, but we want to go ahead and kind of officially go through it. So here's the first question I have for everybody out here. Let's all talk about it. What's the challenges? What challenges do Black-owned businesses face? And we just
Good
go
question.
around the horn. And we can start with Keith Morgan up at the top there from PT with Grit. But let's talk about this topic here. What challenges do Black-owned businesses face?
I mean, a lot. Like if you really think about it, if you're black, and I'm just speaking from my experience, it seems that you have to do everything perfect when you're dealing with our own kind. But sometimes perfect just is not good enough. Somehow it's come along that if you black and you're a business owner, that means automatically that's a discount. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't have to pay that person on time. That's why you have to make sure all your I's are dotted, T's are crossed, what have you. But unfortunately, that's a lot of it, man. I'm like, seriously, you can meet people, talk to people, you can explain everything out to them and saying, hey, this is the process, this is what this looks like. But sometimes we're just our biggest enemy, bro. Like, seriously. You can do all of your table work, and I'm telling you, you can explain it, have them sign and say, hey, understand what I'm saying to you. And still, man, it's like we have to be perfect as Black business owners. We have to be perfect, and I'm telling you, still, even with being perfect, sometimes perfect is not good enough. We just, unfortunately, this is what it is, and it's a shame that we spend as much as we spend. And I love the fact, like, we buy Black. I gotta jump on that. I've learned so much on this podcast. I'm like, dang, I didn't know we had Black people that made guns. I mean, I didn't know it. But yeah, I'm about to shop with all of y'all. I just gotta wait till after the podcast. But I'm about to hit all you guys up. But yeah, that's just my experience though. That's just mine. It might not be everybody's, so that's just my experience. But yeah, to me, doing business as a Black person, you have to be perfect. And when you're doing your own kind, sometimes straight up perfect is just not good enough for you. It's just not. It's not good enough. Some people gonna always find something wrong, and I get it. That can be business across the boards. But in my experience, unfortunately, I've got treated better by different races. You follow me? Opposed to just us. We can. That's just a really big topic. We can get into a whole bunch of other things. The door just not open to us. Things, the education that we don't have as far as business owners. I'm still learning, man. I'm still learning, even on myself. Like, even on the financial standpoint of it, I'm just, it's a lot out there. But we don't teach each other. I feel we don't teach each other, and the biggest thing is just like, man, it's hard to deal with us sometimes, and it's. I don't care to say that like that, but it is what it is in my experience. I'm only speaking for myself, just being 100. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying the same thing. You can be perfect, and sometimes in our community, perfect is not good enough. We're not allowed to make mistakes. We're not allowed to. If we make a mistake, well, we dang near gotta walk off from the job because our community, they won't allow us to just say, some of us, not everybody. This is not everybody, but some of us like, nah, let me get them. Let me just whatever. And I say this right here. I love what you did tonight, T. I love what you did. I'm like, man, this was so majorly needed. I love it, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Appreciate it, man. Anybody want to respond to that?
Yeah, what's up, fellas?
What's up,
What's
brother?
happening?
What's going
Man,
on?
hats off to y'all, man. Marco here, man. I gotta uh, underline what Keith saying, man. I appreciate the invite, man. Hats off to all y'all. I condone most definitely, man, what everybody is doing, man. The best thing I could tell you, man, is keep pushing. Just like Keith said, man, we're expected to do so much more than the regular person, and just like him, a lot of the same experiences. A lot of times when we deal with each other, we have to go above and beyond to just strive, just to um compete. You know what I mean? Sometimes, dealing with us, most, people try to get us to, you know, um, lower our prices and not knowing that what it costs to operate. You know what I mean? It's not part of the cost of what we're charged, because that cost, we're not even, sometimes we're not even breaking even. Yeah, you want to make the money, but at the same time you're trying to stay competitive to what other people that are doing the same thing that you're doing, what they would charge. And sometimes people still choose to deal with others, you know what I mean, all because of who you are, you know what I mean. um just a prime example, just like Keith was saying, a lot of times I think I think one of the main, get back on subject, one of the main things that we challenge with as far as Black owned businesses is information. Um, a lot of the times is um, trying to get or persuade people that are only going to deal with you that one time anyway. You know,
Mm,
I'm a firm believer that I try to create relationships, you know what I
amen.
mean, with every person that I come across. You know what I mean? I rather build a relationship and a foundation of trust with that person. You get what I mean? Instead of,
Hmm.
knocking their head off to to make this money one time. I rather have a conversation with them. Let them understand that I'm sympathizing with you, that money is scarce. It's hard for everybody. So whatever your need is right now, if I can assist you with getting that done, and we can work on whatever else needs to be done on down the road, because I don't know your pocketbook. You know what I mean? So for the most part, when you speak to
Man.
people from that standpoint, they'll understand that, hey, look, this guy's he's a real deal, whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? But with us, sometimes it doesn't matter, even if you're trying to cut across the field to save whatever you're trying to help them save up front, they'll still go the other way. You know what I mean? But dealing with other people of different races, you know what I mean? I could go to them and just tell them straight up, hey, this is what I charge, whatever, whatever. And they'll pay me that up front. Don't ask me no other questions, what have you. And they gonna show me, once they see my work, they gonna know, damn, he good at what he do. He know what he doing. And he's not charging me a lot for what he do. But,
Marco,
yeah. Yes,
I
sir.
hate to interrupt, but can you tell the guys what it is you do?
All right. Right. I'm sorry, fellas. I'm all over the place, but I was just responding to what Keith was saying. I was hot, boy. I was coming in hot, man. But look, man, I'm up here in the Atlanta area, man. I'm from, I'm from Macon. I still do business in Macon. Still have a lot of clients in Macon. I'm in pressure washing and detailing, man. Houses, driveways, commercial properties, whatever, man. I do it all when it comes to pressure washing, man. I've been in business for myself now about 7 years. I that is my business. I drive trucks for the movie industry primarily, man. But in the meantime, when that's kind of slow, I keep my business running year round. I gotta, I'm glad I'm on here with a couple of guys, man. That's it. Property management, man. Y'all, y'all plug me in, man. I got 2 companies that I work with up here in the Atlanta area, man. I live, on the Covington side, but I'm all around. I'm all around Atlanta, man. And sometimes you'll see me in Macon, man, riding around with this black GMC with my banner on the back of the trailer, whatever, man. But that's what I do, man. I enjoy it. I've I really based a lot of my business. How I got my business up and running, man, was primarily in the Jones County and Warner Robins and Monroe County area, man. I did a little business in Macon, but I decided to move out because I knew that would grow my base. And I got so big, man, till it got to the point I felt like I outgrew Macon, honestly. So, I moved on up the road, man, but I still come there, and deal with my customers because I couldn't just leave that money on the table, man. But I enjoy it, man. So y'all link up with me if you need me. Most definitely, and regardless, I'm gonna still support y'all, brother.
I need you, and you in my area.
Yes, sir.
You in
Hey,
Covington?
But I'm
Yes,
hey
far
guys,
already.
I had a question. This is classic guy. I had a question. Kind of, I had some audio issues going on too. So you may have spoke of this, or may have asked. This may be the question that you asked, but why do consumers feel entitled to black-owned businesses having to discount their product? Because I often have to remind, you know, my sisters and brothers that my products are not on sale; they're for sale.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now
Wow.
I'm
can
gonna
you
jump in
help
and
me
answer
with that?
that question. I'm gonna
Yes, sir.
jump in and answer that question for you. And I'm taking myself out of this and putting myself in the mindset of a consumer. A lot of times with our people, when we look at it, when they see that title "black owned business," they take the black part as, "Oh, you supposed to do this for me." Well, ain't the goal to build up the black community? So you should give me a discount. And they don't look at it as the fact that I'm a business no different from Walmart,
Right,
Target, or any other business that you frequent, that you give your money to. I'm
right,
the same as that. You
right,
can't go up it. You can't go on Amazon and say, "I think I should get a discount for this." No, when you see the price, you either pay the price or move on.
right,
Amen.
And
Amen.
and I encourage business owners, hey man, you don't have to just frequent black people. That's not how you're gonna grow your business anyway. You're gonna have to get some clientele outside our community. It's good to
absolutely.
start with your community.
Because I heard some
Giving
people
your
saying
community
that,
an option.
I heard the brother say that, I have clients that don't even shake a stick at my prices. which I have the same, but it's sad to say, but it's not my own community that don't
Amen.
shake a stick at my prices.
And that's fine. That shouldn't be a hindrance at all. If you got a clientele that's now outside the black community and they're supporting you, go with who supports you. But in times like, and the reason we did this show on this day for a reason,
Audio, right?
because what you see going on today, they went. You got Al Sharpton and all these talking heads on TV telling black people boycott all
Right,
of these places today.
right,
Instead of what would have been more effective and what made the Selma bus boycott effective is not that they boycotted the buses for a week or two. That
right.
was a long-term sustained boycott. The only reason that
Absolutely.
you could have such a prolonged boycott is that you had black businesses in place down there in Alabama that were ready to step in. You had black cab companies that took their ferry people. You had black bus
Right,
companies. You
right,
had other options, and that's what this format is for, to show people that no, don't listen to them, and that because that doesn't do any good. If you stop shopping with them for one day, they're just gonna get double the money tomorrow.
Yep.
right, right,
We have to
Yep.
give our people options, and that's what you're doing. So as long as you can sustain for these lean periods, and that's all that you're going through is a lean period. When you do have times that you come in and say, okay, we tired of shopping with y'all. We want to frequent our own business. You are in place, ready, and financially viable to sustain Black America when we do step away from it.
right.
That's the sole goal right there. It's not the you we want to give our people another alternative. Whether they
Mhm.
use it or not,
That's on
that's
them.
their business. We can't
Yeah,
control how people spend their money.
Amen.
But as long as you're offering the service, they can never come with the excuse that black people don't do this.
Mm. That's right.
And that's how you got to look at it. I know it's fucked up. We go through a mirror as a people, as black business owners. You go through a myriad of challenges. One of the biggest ones, lack of capital. Banks don't want to invest with your business. Most black businesses, $10,000 a game changer. That's you $10,000 away from success or failure.
Amen.
And it's hard to get that from banks that we don't control, but you have options in banking.
Yep.
And that's another thing I want to tell all of y'all business owners. If you go into these major banks and they won't give you a loan, most black cities have black owned banks that you have access to capital to. They're more willing to give you access to capital. One of which in the Atlanta area is Citizen Trust Bank.
So we got citizens here. It's the only black-owned bank in Nashville, but they treat you the same way the other banks do when you try and get a loan with them.
So
Mm.
we move on to the next one.
Mm.
You got which we do have black banks, and that is unfortunate. I hate to hear that because that's crazy because I've banked with them for years.
Mm.
I don't put all my money in there, but I do have a nice little amount stashed away just for that, for these purposes. But if we want to improve those type of services, if we want to have access to that capital, hey man, we got to keep pushing.
Yeah, let
So
me say, fellas.
go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
I was out on a job today, man, and this lady pulled up on me and asked me, "Was this my business?" And I told her, "Yes, ma'am." She was an older lady, man. She gave me a flyer, and the flyer said, "When your bank can't help you, we can." And it was, concerning getting funding or what have you. I left it out there in my truck, man, but I'll take a picture of it and post it, to our group or whatever, man. So, if anybody else need the information, what have you. Like I said, man, a lot of times what we be missing is not having the right information in front of us.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
deep.
That's another answer there. A good answer to some of the challenges is like not having the information. I know like when I started my endeavors, you know, it was just kind of on the fly. You know what I mean? But it just kind of trial and error. And I think there's probably a lot more people that have been in that same position or still are, that trial that not having that blueprint, that guide that can just get you from A to Z. You know what I mean? there's a lot of landmines and challenges that you have to take, and finance is one of them for sure. I know Keith Morgan was schooling me on some things. And Keith, you want to discuss that in a little bit today?
Yeah, well, you know
Today?
what? Yeah, I was speaking on some stuff about financing and what
Okay.
I'm, as far as like depending on who you're
Okay.
making, we can
Okay.
talk, about that a little bit later, and just have a
Right.
private meeting with the same guys, and we discuss
Okay.
that. Now, also, Mark, I meant to tell you, man, as far as the home improvement on the roofing side, I have financing, so I'm gonna put you on to the company, so that way, and anybody else is doing any kind of home improvements, that way you're not leaving anything left out. You follow me? As far as like leaving food on the table, if a customer says, hey, I can't afford this, well, when you do your estimate, you give them an option to also finance the job. If the insurance company turned them down, you still give another option to do that. And I'm like, say, Ty, I would love to do that with a sidebar with the same guys.
Yep.
And we just set that time up, because I don't want to
Okay.
just start popping names. I don't know the do's and don'ts of YouTube like that. You know that?
Yeah.
So
Well, we'll get to it. Yep. We'll
yeah,
we'll definitely chop
let's
it up.
definitely do that though, man. Because I'm like, it's so much going on from the cigars to the gun. And I got it.
Hey man.
I just got me an AR. You know what I'm saying? Not too long ago, my people put me on to them, and I'm like, dang, I didn't know that it was some of us that did that. But yeah, definitely. Let's have a conversation a little bit later about all that for
Yep.
sure.
Okay. LT, you had anything there on the challenges?
Oh, of course. I mean, in the tobacco industry, we definitely gonna have challenges.
I can't hear
We'll
him.
That's
Can't hear him
we'll
either.
go up a little bit more, LT.
for me now.
Keep going.
Try it again.
Hello, hello,
It's better.
hello. Can you hear me?
There
Yes,
you go.
sir.
How about now?
Yep.
Yes,
You
yes.
got me?
Yep. That's it.
All right. All right. Okay. You can hear me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got some Morgan Freeman
You got
now.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah. He got
All
that
right.
Morgan Freeman.
So with the tobacco industry is kind of tough. Um, a black man trying to get into the tobacco industry is not going to be easy. So
Mm-mm.
it's not so much customers; it's more so on the front end of me getting the licensing. That was the hard part for me, and finding the correct resources, making sure I got the correct licenses, working with Florida Sun Biz, getting everything I needed on the front end to be able to move
Mhm.
forward and get my business started, established. And then once I was able to do that, as you said, finding credit card companies that are willing to work with you to accept payments dealing with tobacco, finding
I got you
banks that
covered.
wanted to support. Say again?
I got you covered.
And so, same situation with so credit card companies are fine. I figured that out. Then finding the right bank, figured that out. And so you always have your challenges, but a lot of times you don't have the support in this field from someone that looks like you to help give you that roadmap or to guide you in making the right decision so you're not going the wrong direction trying to do the right thing. And then once everything did get started, it got to the point where it was like, yeah, people want a discount. And I explained to people, my product is not discount quality product. You get what you pay for. And I'm going to provide you with a quality product at the right price. I don't make much money on the cigars because I'm not ordering volume like Drew Estates, JC Newman, all of these other companies that are ordering and manufacturing 10 to 20,000 cigars at a hit. If I'm only doing 2,500 cigars, 5,000 cigars, my cost is going to cost a whole lot more than everyone else. I'm
Yeah.
going
People
to
don't
make my
Yeah.
understand
money.
that.
Right,
People don't understand that.
right. And so my thing is right now, I'm going to provide you with a quality product. I don't need to make money right now because guess what? It's going to take time for this business to get to where all these other major companies are at. And once he gets there, the money will come. And so I'm just building a customer base right now. And eventually they're going to appreciate the product that I have at the price point that I have it at. And so um, I stand on my product. And I'm pretty sure that when Big Drew gets these sticks, he's going to understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Big
looking
great.
forward to it. Looking forward to it. And
I,
a
Yes,
lot of
sir.
people
that's
don't understand the whole business aspect. They don't understand how it works on the back end.
most people that most we dealing with black folks, man. I love my people, but we don't. The average black person does not have an idea of the behind the scenes that goes into running a business.
Right.
I and that's okay. As fucked up as it is. That's not bad. What we have to do is to start changing the mindset, and that's why every opportunity to highlight a black business, I take it and I give it to people. You're not gonna get everybody. Hell, I don't have the money a lot of times just to buy the support everybody that I want to support. Give me some time. I'm gonna get back around to you. A lot of folks do that, and I think that perception, that mindset of give it to me at a discount, I think that's changing because it's a segment of our society that does understand, does have a business acumen, that does understand that hell, sometimes I'm gonna have to pay more. But one thing a majority of black folks can say, you spend on what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
So you
Amen.
spending it over here and you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to spend it here. Well, then just say that. But I wouldn't even waste my time, and this is my advice to y'all as business owners. I wouldn't even waste my time with them. You told them if they come back, cool. If they don't, cool. Move on. You can't just focus on I got to sell to this one group of people. And then now, man, if you getting a whole bunch of Mexicans and white folks and they supporting you, hey man, go with it. Black folks will come back around to you. The
Yeah,
ones who got
absolutely.
the paper, they gonna shop with you. The ones who see value in it, they gonna shop with you.
Where I look at it, man, I don't care who you are. I just appreciate the support.
That's
You know,
it.
I appreciate
Right.
the support. And I've gotten more love from people that don't look like me than I have from people that look like me, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
I can
And
agree.
and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? That they
You
still
know,
out there.
they still out there.
But it's like at the same time, it would be nice to have your own people supporting. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first started this company, I do everything. I ordered the parts, I designed the logo, I created the logo, everything. I build the guns. I go out and find the companies to contract with to manufacture parts for me. I do all the research. I'm the one that gets all the licensing for everything. I do everything. So when I got to a point to where I was like, for me to elevate, I'm going to need some capital. And it was a guy that don't look like us that actually provided that capital to help get me where I'm at. Nobody looked like us wanted to help. And
And you
then
don't run.
when I
I'm
wanted to
sorry. Go
start
ahead.
my store, huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then when I wanted to start my store, which I'm still working on that project, starting opening the store, I still need some more capital to get that off the ground. But yet the one person who's willing to come up out the capital don't look like me. And I know plenty of people that have the capital that look like me. They just don't want to support. But they'll come and talk about these business adventures they did with other people that don't look like us. But they won't support us. And it's aggravating. It gets aggravating, bro. And sometimes, it's like I worked hard to build this company, And sometimes you just want to be like, you know what, forget it. Why am I out here doing this for? And then you got to remember, this is what you was passionate about.
That's right.
Saying
Yep.
you want
That's
to leave a
it.
legacy for your family.
That's it.
I got
You
a
know
question.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't know
Go
if I'm
ahead.
the y'all correct me, man. I don't know if I'm the only one that has ever thought this, man. But I would say probably less than a year ago, man. Not just with my pressure washing business, but I was looking at some other business ventures or what have you, and I thought to myself, I said, man, you know what? If I do this, I don't even want to be the face of it. I would get me a young white girl or somebody and let them be the face of it, and I would be, 50% owner, just to get what I know I want to get out of it. You know what I mean? Because I know it'll open the floodgates to where I know more than likely a lot of people would not buy into it just because it's my face.
Amen. Yeah.
I'd rather keep my company small and do what I'm doing now than sell out like that.
Well,
I gotta agree. I gotta agree with Dre on that, only because that I tried that route. I'm gonna tell my story, so I don't talk about this much. But I was part owner in a toy company. Our website still up. Our Facebook page still up. It was called Toy Rave, TOIRAVE, and we were trying to. I worked in the toy industry from 2017 up until the pandemic. I got laid off at the pandemic, but around the same time, I was starting up the toy company, the toy side. The toy industry is hand over foot money. Everybody is mostly nothing's new, nothing's being innovative in there. So you're able to basically create your own product based off an existing product, and that's stuff, especially with things like board games and simple toys. Them what they call the Dollar Tree toys. Um, we did good during the pandemic. Well, good for me. Uh, my best year, we made about $80,000 our best year, but that's because everybody
Okay.
was locked in the house. I tried the same thing. So when you go on on a lot of my sites, you will see stock images, white faces like that. Because one thing I ran into in the toy industry is that, especially when you're dealing with manufacturing and going back and forth to China, you start to seeing that they don't want to do business with you. You can't get the product at a reasonable rate, or they want to half-ass the product that they send you. And that's the side of the house that a lot of people don't see, is dealing with your suppliers. When your suppliers don't really want your business, they'll take your money.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They gladly take your money. But they're gonna give you shit product, and that's left on you. If you're not checking your sample products coming in and catching the little mistakes that they make, that shit can cost you thousands, man. I almost went bankrupt and had to put my company on hold, man. And I tell this story as a cautionary tale to a lot of people. Man, I put a lot of my personal money because I couldn't get financing. And I put a lot of my personal money, man. This shit almost bring me to tears, man, because it almost bankrupt me, bro. And we had 3 good successful years. I was
Mm.
able
Hmm.
I was able to do a little bit better than breaking even. Unfortunately, I didn't do what you brothers are doing, bro. And that's I kind of kicked myself on that. I set it to the side, and not because I wanted to. Hey, man, I had to pay bills.
Mm-hmm.
I took a lot of jobs that I didn't want to do because I had to. I had to bring some income in when the industry kind of changed and everything opened back up. Young people wasn't buying toys. Parents wasn't buying toys for their kids no more. Everybody went back to Xbox and doing what the fuck they was doing. So I took a risk, and unfortunately, and this is, like I say, it's a cautionary tale. I'm not saying this is everybody's experience, but this is my experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand a lot of the pitfalls that y'all are bringing up, man. A lot of them. Trust me, I sympathize with you. I say this to encourage you more. So if you keep going, bro, y'all gonna make it. And I haven't even, when I say stepped, I don't tell people I'm out of business because I'm not. I
Mm,
just don't have the capital right now to to
mm,
continue it.
mm, mm,
And that was one of the biggest things. That's why I'm real big on trying to find finances for black-owned businesses and promoting black-owned business. That's why I I encourage platforms like this because you don't know, hey man, especially in this Atlanta area, man, you one conversation away from being successful.
mm,
That's one of the advantages of being out here. That's one thing that gave the city of Atlanta the reputation that it's had. It's the best place was the best place to do business for black owned businesses
Yep.
consistently for a decade.
Wow.
mm,
You know,
But see,
so
the thing about the firearm industry is what people don't realize when they out here. So you go and you buy. I ain't gonna throw no specific brand out there. I could, but I'm not gonna throw nobody under the bus.
right.
You go buy this guy's product, right? The receivers he's using are cut by the same guy that does my receivers.
Amen.
All he does is
Wow.
put his name and logo on mine and put his name and logo on his.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
But
Yep.
going back, if fellas, my apology. But going
Go
back to
ahead,
what you
Keith.
said earlier, like Ty, I want his information. What he spoke on, how he spoke, that's what I'm looking for. People that don't
Yeah.
went through things and understand, like, you know what? This is what it is when you're dealing with black folks' business. The man said he almost went bankrupt, he went this, he went that. I feel you,
Yeah.
brother. I feel you 100%. And I
hey
gotta
man, I
I
had to
gotta
go off
message you the
camera,
long
man.
way, being 100. I gotta message you the long way. Ty, I'll tell you later who I am, what I do on the other side. But yeah, man, I'm like, bro, I get it. Going back to Marco said, and I understand where Marco's coming from, because you know Marco and I, he does fresh wash, right? I can send my a black guy myself to the door to say, hey, listen, hey, I want to talk to you about your roof. First of all, it ain't gonna go down like that. Who? Hey, it's a black guy on the roof. Do we need to call in the front of the house? We need to call the police. If they don't see a roofing truck, let's be 100. We have this conversation. Be 100, right? But think about it. If we did Marco's approach in this area, I'm just speaking on this area. Oh, hey, sweetheart, you sending a girl socket? Hey, I'm gonna stop, Ty. I'm gonna stop, Ty, because I'm about to go somewhere else with that. Go ahead.
No,
I'm
that's a real thing, man.
Keith,
That's a
Keith
real
had to
thing.
stop.
It's hard to get past perception. That was one thing I was bumping
Yeah.
into, bro. Is that when you a black man and you show up in certain spaces, hey man, them folks look at you crazy. They
and
look at
don't
you,
have no muscles now. And
hey man,
you can't be but a certain height. You need to be a dang midget, bro. You gotta be a midget. You
you
did. You
have to
gotta be a
be
midget to
as
go ahead and say, hey, oh, I can look down on you. Hey, what do you want? That's it. Let's be time
you
aside,
got
bro.
you
Time
got to
aside.
be as non-threatening as possible. And that's where well, in my case, my business partner is a female. She did all the designs for the toys. She's the lead designer. Her sister is the third partner in the business. She comes from a sales background.
Mm,
We had toys in dollars. We had a small contract because they'll do regional stores like Dollar Tree, Dollar General. They'll do regional contracts. We had a regional contract. We sold in most of the North Georgia area, Metro Atlanta, North Georgia. We got into a lot of stores, but she had to be the face of the business. And
mm,
that's why I say sometimes as a black man, I
mm-hmm.
understand those pitfalls better than anybody, man. Like I say, I had to go off the screen because I was damn near in tears just telling that story, bro. I don't tell that story
Man.
often
Yeah,
because
that's
what really cost me, but I understand. Hey
yeah.
man, that's why
We
I'm
got
so
to meet, bro.
passionate about black-owned businesses because I've been there, bro.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we got
Everything
to
that
meet,
y'all
y'all.
bringing up, everything that y'all saying, man, this shit touched me so much, man. Y'all just don't
Yeah,
understand.
real
I've been
talk. I
there.
feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Lord knows I feel you. Like I said, we gonna meet.
Man, I
We gonna
tell
meet.
them, yeah,
Yeah,
Question.
so I want him
it's
100%.
motivating.
Real. That's what's
Hey
up.
Oh
man,
yeah, that won't take long. That won't take long.
But see,
Question.
me and him are
Like
in two industries that don't like us at all, really.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Question. I don't know if I'm getting ahead of myself, but maybe somebody can helped me open my eyes, to it or whatever, man. Do y'all think eventually we're gonna be able to put some kind of um, event together later on down the line after we coordinate with each other to try to talk to our youth, man, young black males. I mean, I keep mentioning it. It may be something later on down the road or whatever, man, but just kind of put it in everybody's ear so we can kind of ponder over it. That we're going
Yeah.
to talk to these younger black guys, man, because I have 3 sons, man, and all of them, young adults. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
One graduating this year, one graduated 2 years ago, and then I got one that's 22 years old. But we're talking about that generation and the ones that's a little bit younger than them, 16 to 18. You know what I mean? It's just giving them a heads up of what they got to look for when they step out here into the world, whether it's working for themselves or working for somebody else. Because now one thing I can respect about this younger generation is they don't give a damn.
Hey, man, they
Straight up,
fearless.
man.
They are fearless, bro. I
It
love
is what it is. And these jokers, they will tell you they ain't finna do it.
Mm.
Straight up, man. They just don't give a damn. That's just as simple as plain. You know what
I,
I mean?
But
I
one
tell,
thing about them, bro, and that's the difference between I think everybody up here is in the Gen X's, if I'm not mistaken, maybe millennial. But one thing I will say about I started with the millennials and go back all the way down to the Gen Alpha. These kids done figured out the cheat code to the internet, bro. They know how to make money online when we trying to eke out business in the old way of doing business. And I'm looking at them. They get behind the computer, do the same goddamn shit that they do on a daily basis. They play video games all day. They don't figure out. They told us growing up, ain't no future in playing video games all day. These kids done figured out and making millions off of it, bro. So I have a lot of hope for the future, man. I look at stuff like that and they figuring it out. They looking at us saying, "Oh no, I'm not finna go work for these white folks
Straight
for
up.
40 hours a week and
Straight.
slave for the next 30 years for them to give me a goddamn. And I don't even get a pension out of it no more. I just get Social Security and a gold watch on the way out the goddamn door. They
But
don't
the
they don't
problem
follow
is,
that
Tony,
business model anymore,
the
and that's
problem
good.
is they making this money, but they're not being smart with it.
Right.
Well, that's what we got to come in. That's now that portion is on us, and to teach them, okay, you making this money, you got to parlay this from into wealth, into long term sustainable wealth. That's what we gonna have to, folks like us, is gonna have to step in and say, hey man, what you doing with that money? You want to invest it over here, or even go into business with them? What you gonna do when you get older and your fan base is getting into other things, and they getting older too, and they got families, they can't watch your streams no more, and you're not appealing to the younger kids behind you because you're older now. You're gonna have to do something else after that.
yeah.
And you got all this money, but can it sustain you for the long haul? You had them kind of conversations with them. You bring them to the table, say, "Hey man, what you think about investing in this?"
Now this is the thing, and you're totally right as far as having those conversations. But this is what I think we're gonna run into, man, as a problem. Do you think our voice is going to be overheard over these entertainers and rappers because that's what they're following behind?
Yep.
Mm. That's deep. That's deep.
Well,
I don't.
Hey,
This just me now. This is my opinion. I don't focus on. All I can do is put it out there to you. It's on you to do whatever you do with the information. Just like we have in this show, we're giving people options. We're giving you. You say you want to support black businesses. Well, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black business owners here. There's 6 different options you got. Now, when you get off this stream, whether they shop with you or not, that's their choice. But the information out there, somebody's gonna take advantage of it, and that's how I look at it. I'm an optimist when it comes to my people, bro. I've been told I'm a fool for that. But if I'm a fool, then I'm gonna go down as a fool for my people.
Mhm.
I love man. Let me tell you something, bro. I love us. I love black folks. I love us enough to have that hope in us that we're gonna do right and we're gonna turn this thing around. And I'm seeing glimpses of that hope. if we get into a mindset of where we, oh, woe is me, black folks ain't gonna never do right. Hey man, it's not gonna happen. You just put that word out there into the universe. But when you say, I'm gonna take every opportunity to educate who I can, trust me, it's gonna come back to you, bro. It always come back to you. That's I would encourage you to think about it like that, man.
Well,
If it
fellas,
means that,
let me my
go ahead,
part.
bro.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, my thing is, guys, I'm being 100. I started my guys that I pretty much handpicked myself to do what we're doing now. I didn't know, being 100, that you guys even existed like that, to know that y'all think like that and whatever. And I was looking for certain things. And when I picked this group, I only selected 10 people. Now, God knows I know a lot of people. I know a lot of guys, whatever. But I picked 10 guys that I know who they are. You feel me? Some guys, the struggle, like you just spoke on, you know what I'm saying, the toy game, whatever. I got you on that. Man, I got to revamp, because everything that everybody on this thing has said is like, oh my God, this is what I want, 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 this is what I want. For us to move together, work together, do exactly what we're doing now. But man, dealing with what y'all just said, we're doing on a grander scale. So I'm gonna come reach out to everybody individually. Right now it's 10 solid guys that I know. I'm the only common denominator on everybody. And when I say I got 10 solid guys, fellas, I have 10 solid guys. I have 10 solid guys. They can speak on like the struggles, the whole nine of business, this, and the third. So I don't even know if I should be saying this right now. But listen, man, I need to get all your information. Because I said I was going to stop at those 10, and that was going to be it. But I've learned so much. I didn't know it was
Yes,
this
sir.
big, bro. Being 100.
Yes,
Just being
sir.
100, I didn't know it was this big. Like,
And see,
the
And
whole, come on, man.
and that's the
Nah,
beauty of networking. That's the beauty of
real
networking.
talk.
You know what I mean?
You know
yeah.
me. I kind of play things down because I want who I want, so we can work this thing and move how we moving forward. But this is so much on the bigger scale, bro. For real. Like, I appreciate all you guys, seriously, because
But
only two of
Chief,
my guys spoke outside of Ty. Only two of my guys spoke outside of Ty, and it's I'm telling you, it's another 8, 9 of
Yeah.
us.
Beautiful,
Like,
man.
you know what I'm saying? So I would love, man, to have you guys come on, talk to us, be a part of it. It doesn't cost anything. All it costs you is your time and your wisdom. That's what I'm
And we're
asking
gonna
for.
definitely do
Time,
that
wisdom. That's it.
when we done tonight. We can give up a few minutes to I think there was a couple guys want the round table on a couple of things. Like I heard something about networking, putting
No,
together a
no doubt.
collaborative event. And
No
then
doubt.
Keith, you got something you want to talk about. So we can chop it up at the end, make sure we get all the contacts and all that. But I did want to play a video that follows up with what somebody brought up earlier. When I play the video, I think uh you'll respond to it. It's a minute and 20 seconds. Let's just throw that video in there, okay? And then we'll go from there. I just want to make sure this was played.
You if you're in that category or stereotyping, but y'all know, I'm sure most of y'all know somebody who didn't do right by their kids, right? And I said, this is, how can you build off this? You can't build a community where a large percentage of the men are unsturdy. And I said, pay attention now.
You good?
When you look at the most famous, most celebrated white men
No,
in
just speak your
America,
mind, bro.
you see
Whatever it
tech
is, keep speaking.
CEOs like
Keep
Elon
speaking.
Musk and
This
the
how we
president of
grow.
the United
You
States,
feel me?
Donald Trump.
I
You
was
see
trying to tell you
billionaires like
that.
Mark
You know what I'm
Zuckerberg.
saying?
When you see the most famous black
Man,
men in
I
America, you
never.
see comedians, rappers, and athletes, none of whom possess the cultural skills typically that are designed to build a community. I'm not saying that every athlete's an idiot. I'm not saying every rapper's stupid. I'm not saying that at all. Right? We got the D1s and the Kendrick Lamars and the athletes that are making smart choices. But the question that I would ask you is, name one rapper, athlete, or comedian who has ever created a company that created 100,000 jobs for the black community. Just name one. Name one who's ever created and built a black-owned company that created 100,000 jobs, where they went back to their old neighborhood and said, everybody in my neighborhood is employed now because I went out and I got together with my white friends and we borrowed $1 billion and we started an industry with thousands of jobs. Right? They're not even thinking about that. They're not even. It's not even in their sphere of consciousness.
That's crazy.
Hey guys, what do you think about that? Is Watkins on to something here?
He's spitting facts, so
Now, I'm gonna throw something out there too. I'm gonna put a caveat on that. There are I don't think there are any black-owned businesses that employ 100,000 people. But I'm not gonna put that indictment that the athletes, the rappers, the comedians don't employ black people. Tyler Perry is one of the biggest employers in the city of College Park, Georgia. His studio employs a lot of people. I think last count was 20,000 folks, most of them black folks. 50 Cent just started a movie studio down in Louisiana. And he's making a big investment into the city of Baton Rouge. Cat Williams just bought I forget the army base in Alabama. The moves are being made, man, and I encourage everybody. Like I say, I may be an optimist. Yeah, people may say, "Hey, man, you crazy. You think too highly of your people." But I see us moving in that direction because what's happening. You got to look at the bigger picture, and I'm telling it to everybody. Look at the bigger pictures of the economy. White folks ain't in the helping business no more. Government assistance is finna go. Food
Yep.
stamps, shit finna go. White folks don't have the incentives to hire us anymore. That's okay. That's what needs to happen. This shit is everybody you hear talking about doom and gloom because Donald Trump in office. Fuck it. It's good that he in office because what it's gonna do is make you motherfuckers come back to what you know. We done
work.
done this before, and we came out of slavery and had the most successful, most prosperous time frame, 20-year time frame since black folks been in the United States was after slavery because we had to work for one another. We had to work with one another. And that time is coming back around. Everything work in cycles. So it's getting back to those times where you ain't gonna have no choice but to shop with your peoples. You ain't gonna have no choice but to be employed by your peoples. And companies like you guys and businesses like y'all own are gonna be the ones that employ the the ones of us who haven't prepared for it. So don't look at it as man, my people don't fuck with me, my people don't shop with me. Yet I put the caveat on that yet because it's coming to a time real soon where they gonna have to. And are you prepared for that influx? I tell the story about the Good Family and Good Family canned goods. They didn't blow their company. Started in 2003. They didn't start making real money until the 2023. So that's a 20-year time span they had to endure.
Wow.
When the pandemic hit, bam, they had inventory in place. They had all the pieces in place. They sold out a year worth of inventory in 1 month.
Wow.
So you don't never know what's gonna happen that's gonna put you in a position to be successful. Are you ready as a business owner for that success when it hit? Because you may be put in a similar situation where all of a sudden you making a shitload of money and everybody got to shop with you.
Hey
Do you
Tony.
have a plan in place to
Hey
prepare for
Tony.
that?
Encouraging.
I think I'm ready.
Oh, I know you ready. If anybody ready, Dre ready.
All right. Yes, sir. All right. Hey guys, I know I want to be out, I know we've been on an hour and 48 minutes. It feel like we've been on 20 minutes. And but I do know you got, I know y'all may have some things you gotta do. So I don't want to overstay my welcome here with the show. Um, but anybody got any comments they want to kind of dovetail everything in so then we can have that off the camera meeting before we roll out.
I just want to say,
Hey, I
man, I
just want to
appreciate y'all for having all of us on here and highlighting these black businesses. And it was my pleasure to support my brother up here because he pastime, man. I like
say, sir.
love me a good stick, man. And being able to find a brother that's making these sticks and making contact. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Seeing this brother over here. You got the who got the pressure washing business? Was that you, Marco? Your mic off.
Yeah, that was
Marco.
Marco.
We got
Yep.
pressure washing business. We got some barbecue sauce. We got sticks. We got sticks.
You get some sticks.
and I'm not sure what you do, Keith, but I'm interested.
Well, okay. So when I'm not personal training, I'm a roofing contractor. I do roofing.
Okay.
That's what I do. I do roofing. You know what I'm saying, out of the state of Georgia. I will sometimes travel outside of the state of Georgia, but I've been roofing for 11 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not like personal training. Personal training is like, it doesn't feel like work. Roofing, it's a lot different, man. It's so many things
wife
that
is
you
in the
go
construction
through with
business.
dealing with people, man. You know what I'm saying? So
My wife is in the construction business. I already know.
yeah, man. So you know how it is. People treat they want you to treat their home as if it's your home, and you know how it go, man. That's another whole conversation, another whole rabbit hole to go down. But yeah, so when I'm not personal training in the morning, we speak on that because it's what I truly love. But roofing, yeah, I'm pretty good at it. 11 years in it, man. I'm pretty good at it. You know what I'm
I'm
saying? So
passionate about these guns. I only know I make some bangers. I normally don't toot my own horn, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, I think my guns are dope. I think they'll roll whoever you put them out there with.
I'm gonna holler at you, man. It's a brother that couldn't make the call because he at work, part of our crew. And man, he owned it. When I say he's on it, I took him a AR, old school AR-15, and man, he went through it because I was like, well, it's a carbon fiber, it's the Bushmaster. I'm like, man, conversation for another day. Hey, Ty, send me everybody's phone number so I can chop it up. You know what I'm saying?
I already put mine in the private chat.
Yep, we working on it.
Put mine in
Cool.
as well.
Look, we don't want to get Ty in no trouble. You feel me? We want to make sure he keep
We working on it.
right? You feel me?
Hey, we good. Yeah, 401 had to rebuild this page how many times now? 3. So we're not gonna be stopped. You know what I'm saying? We're
Hey
gonna keep
man,
rolling.
every time they take it down, we right back up in there within a couple days.
But you got to see it though, Ty. You got
Yes,
to see
sir.
activity in that, dog. Seriously, dog.
Yes, sir. Oh,
What's my slogan? Losing ain't what?
what we do.
Losing ain't what we do, baby. That's it. Losing ain't what we do. We in here. So hey, it is what it is. Walt Disney did it. What Disney World was like, he tried it 50,000 times before they actually approved it to get Disney World going. I mean, come on, man. We ain't got time. We can't stop. We gotta keep it. You know what I mean?
All right. We gotta keep it rolling. All right.
All right.
Anybody else want to comment before we roll? Or before we come off there?
I just want to say this is classic, guys. Man, it was a pleasure being on this platform and just speaking with everyone. And I would love to talk to you guys off camera, man, and just get a little more insight of you guys and kind of give you an insight of who, you know, it was encouraging for you to share your story, the gentleman to share his story about, his ups and downs in business. But, aside of what I have going on, I'm also in a business as well where a company, in my company, I lost 400 grand last year.
Mm.
And where during the COVID time, I heard people speak of the COVID times where, income peaked at an all-time high. So with that, man, it's just a pleasure, man, to be involved with people that look like me, man, and is in business. And yeah, man, I just want to say, man, I would love to keep this going. And even if I'm not on this platform stage again, I would just like to get each and every one of you guys contact information, man, and just check on you guys every now and then.
I'm down.
Ty, stop. It's 2 ties, but Ty, stop, man. Tyrone got us. Tyrone got us.
We in
You know
there.
what I'm saying?
We in there, man.
Tyrone got us. You know what I'm saying? That's part
Hey,
of
we in there.
the group. We
Hey,
ain't gonna.
well, Hey, well,
Say,
what the young people say? Say no more.
say,
Say
hey,
less.
Say less.
Yeah.
I
He
can't
said,
come
say
to
no
this.
more.
Say less. Say less. Oh, say less. I'm like, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
there it
We
is.
yeah.
That's one reason why we did this, man. And I think this was a real good episode right here. I think this is something that I got to get with Ty about it. To we need to do this on a monthly basis, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's say less.
Mm-hmm.
This
That's
this
easy.
this was a banger right here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And hey guys, 401 Sports World's going to be hosting a disabled veterans awareness walk slash run April the 12th. It's going to be in Macon, Georgia. Information's on that screen. But it's going to be rolling more and more. Just want to throw that plug in for that. We're looking for vendors. So any vendors you know of, please shoot them our way. This right here was my dad's idea here. He wanted to of course, I'm a sports guy, but we incorporate the sports. But then I was talking with him, and he was like, "Hey, veteran awareness walk." I said, "Hey, let's do it, Dad." So we're gonna get it done. All right, it's gonna be April 12th.
That's crazy because I work for the VA.
So
All
what we
right,
need, what we also need to have on this point, we need to share the post, Tyson out to everybody. So let's share, double share, triple share, whatever.
Yeah,
Next,
send it to me. I'll put it out.
amen.
yes,
That's what I'm
sir.
saying. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
We're
definitely.
gonna
Let's
do
have
it.
so let's do that and make it run. Ty, you know I got you.
Oh
And
yeah,
Ty,
And
you
I
I
can
want
count,
appreciate it.
you can most definitely count me in for that, man, because I'm a veteran as well.
to say
Hey
amen.
man, appreciate everything y'all do, man. Everything y'all done, man. Much appreciated. And one more thing I'm gonna throw out there before we go to LT. Uh, IMG Academy, man. Things are going well over there.
Yeah, brother, I can't complain. Um,
All right.
we had a pro day today for the football athletes, and track season's here. We're going to nationals. I'm taking 47 kids to the national championship in a few weeks.
That's
So
what's up.
I'm excited. Things are going well for me.
That's what's up.
Very
That's
good. Very good.
What's up?
Very good. We had to throw a little sports in there tonight too. But yeah, IMG Academy, man. I know all of y'all heard of that amazing place. And LT is he's not just there. He's in there. So want to support IMG Academy. Hey man, by the way, I saw that 7-footer play the other day too, man. Yeah, I
Which
think
one
he's
in
at
Florida?
University of Florida now. Yeah, the ones at Florida. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
huge guy, man. And I just officiated the game last night, man. It was a guy about 6'10" out there. And he caught a couple alley-oops last night. So there's some talent floating around out there, man. But definitely, man, I'm glad that everybody was able to make it tonight and hang in there like this, guy. So what we're gonna do is sign off and then off the air, and then we can do our little thing, and then we can everybody can call it a night. So for everybody that's on this panel, I'm Mr. 411. We thank everybody. We thank you for tuning in. Make sure you share. Make sure you hit that likes, the like button, the share, the notification bell. Do all those things to help grow this channel. All right.
No
Okay. I
doubt.
see some more comments. I see some more notes coming in. All right, guys. Let me play my clip, and we're gonna meet up on the other end. All right.
say
All right.
less.
All right.
All right.
One.
Yeah.